I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know, that was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Top Soil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, yo, yo. What's poppin'? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. Shout out to April MC in the building. Shout out to, who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude, Justin in the building. Aaron was popping. Phoenix Smiles. Marktavius, Duke Alex in the building. What's going on, Steve-O baby? Frankie Shy. R Gully was popping with your man. Appreciate you tuning in. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to Zati is in the building. Joe Blast. Joe Blast is in the motherfucking building. Shout out to who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude, Jimmy Lionel in the building. Aussie, what's going on with you? Emmanuel was popping. Annan Poems, Limitless, what's going on with you? Appreciate you tuning in. Who else we got up in here? Kobe Lena's in the building. What's good with you, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Mr. Go Blue in the building. What's going on? Shout out to you, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. So today we're going to be talking about how to date an insane amount of women and have zero drama. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, we're about to go in. We are about to go the hell in. It's going to be fire. Okay. So guys, I'm telling y'all, listen, you can go out here and make shit happen without any drama. But see, when you don't have game, you're definitely going to have some drama out here in these streets. You feel what I'm saying? But before we get into all of that, though, make sure that you guys go here. Let me put this on the screen real quick. Make sure that you guys go to Cunningham Elements in the building. Make sure you guys get that cracking. Go to Cunningham Elements. Get the soap, get the parfum, get the shea butter. Oh no, you can't get the shea butter now. My bad. That shit is gone right now. But you can get the soap, you can get the parfum. Go get that at CunninghamElements.com. Make sure that you guys go there right now to make that happen. Also, make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com. Get what men wish they knew about women, hidden gems about dating you don't know but should. Go to shoplocario.com. Get that program right now. Also get your online dating consultation. I'm telling you, if y'all are not on this online dating consultation, you are slipping and sliding. I'm telling you, the information on here will change your entire dating life. You guys are missing out because remember, a lot of guys, they are either giving up on online dating or they are doing it incorrectly, which is why they're not having success. So if you are on there and you are the guy who knows exactly what to do, what to say, how to set up your profile and all that, I'm telling you, you're going to be getting a bunch of matches and a bunch of dates. So make sure you guys go get your online dating consultation right now. Also get the massive game collection, get master the vetting process program. Also get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day ebook, audiobook, Looks Don't Matter ebook, Master Approaching Women in 30 Days or Less, and all the other stuff on shoplocario.com. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. Also, make sure that you guys go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity Membership so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls with Miles every Monday. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy Membership so you can get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. And right now we have the 10 dating archetypes, how to find women you're compatible with. So make sure you guys get that. Make sure that you guys go and get that cracking. You feel me? And last but not least, guys, let's get this going right here. When you bring this up, make sure that you guys also go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario. So you guys can get on the Patreon. And you can get on the Bad Boy Show. We do this every week. We drop heavy game. We talk about current events. So make sure you guys get on the Bad Boy Show. Get that cracking. Check that out. Go to patreon.com/Mr. Locario and join the Patreon today. You feel what I'm saying? Do that shit. Join it today and get that shit going. And guys, the call-in number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you guys call up. If you have any questions, make sure you donate. If you have a question you want to put in the chat, put a Q in the chat. And before your question, we'll get to your questions at the end. You feel what I'm saying? So let's talk about this. How to date an insane amount of women and have zero drama. And I'm going to talk about 5 things that you can do to make sure you have zero drama when it comes to you dealing with women right now. What you guys got to understand is this, is that a lot of guys end up in a lot of bullshit and a lot of drama. You see a lot of, celebrities like a Shannon Sharp, even a Diddy, a R. Kelly, Harvey Weinstein, the list goes on, man. Bill Cosby, all of this shit. So you see a lot of dudes having drama when it comes to dealing with women. You see a lot of these basketball players fucking up, right? A lot of these athletes be fucking up, and it's because they don't understand the game right now. What you got to understand is this, is that right now I'm about to give y'all the cheat code because, when I was younger, I would get into drama with women because my game was weak back then. You feel what I'm saying? And then so what happens is that if your game is weak and you don't know what you're doing, you're going to have drama with women, but there is a way to where you don't need to have any drama. You understand? Because look, I've been doing this shit, this coaching stuff for damn near 20 years at this point. Right now, notice how you haven't seen anyone or any woman or whatever coming on the internet. Oh, Locario did me dirty. Oh, Locario got me pregnant and on some ABBA shit. Oh, Locario, he did this and did that. Like you don't hear none of that shit. Why? Why is it that you don't hear a bunch of bullshit about me? Now, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that you can't at some point, let's say if I get more popular and some chick that I just didn't call back feel some type of way, and then she gonna, say I did some shit. You understand what I'm saying? Or she gonna be like, oh, Locario, he was an asshole or whatever the fuck, right? Exactly. April said, wait till she gives her a tell-all book. Right? But what I'm saying to you guys is that when you have this game, you're going to limit the amount of drama that you have when it comes to dealing with women. Because this is the thing. A lot of you guys, y'all want to date multiple women, hook up with multiple women, get shit cracking out here in these streets. You want to, meet a bunch of different chicks. And shout out to Aaron. He sent $10 for a free call. So we got one free call. And so what happens is that if you guys want to deal with all these women or, you want to make shit happen out here in these streets, understand that if you don't have game, the more women you deal with, the more drama is going to happen. Now, what is this drama we talk about? This could be anything from, a chick. Exactly. It's going to be Locario exposed. Exactly. The drama could be anywhere from, a chick just giving you negative energy with what she's saying or what she's doing, all the way to the point where a woman is trying to, like unalive you or, put some false accusation on you or whatever it is. Like any type of drama, any type of where the chick is, stalking you or, she's trying to fight your ex-girlfriend or new girlfriend or whatever the hell it is. You got chicks doing a whole bunch of craziness, right? And so you want to be able to eliminate this drama so you can do what you do without all the headache and all the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that today. So with these 5 things I'm going to talk about, take note and make sure that you understand that if you do these things that I'm going to talk about in today's program, you're going to have little to no drama. You'll basically have zero drama when it comes to you dealing with these women, right? Now, understand that, like I said, if you don't have game and you are dealing with women, it's inevitable that you're going to get into situations where drama is going to happen because you don't have the information, you don't have the experience, and on top of that, you might be thirsty and naive. You understand what I'm saying? And so if you're thirsty and naive, that's a recipe for you allowing drama to come into your life, because the thirstiness is going to allow you to bring chicks around that shouldn't be there. And shout out to my dude, Boss Mac. He says, if you ain't thirsty, nothing bad can happen. And that's absolutely correct. But if you don't have game, you will be thirsty, which is going to cause drama. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's jump into this out. Now, some of this stuff that I have on this list with these 5 things, right? Some of these things, we've talked about before, but some of these things are things that I haven't really dived into too much. So I'm going to get a little bit more descriptive and deep on this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So let's jump into this. Let's make this happen. So now, and this is in no order of importance. I'm just going to go 1 through 5. We're going to get it cracking. All right, so here we go. So now, the first thing that you should do, right? The first thing that you should do when it comes to you being able to have zero drama with women is you got to make sure that you never promise women anything. Okay? You never promise women anything. Don't promise women a goddamn thing. You understand? So meaning that when you're out here dealing with women, do not tell them anything or do anything with them where they think that they're going to get something later or something extravagant's going to happen in the future, or, you're trying to make future plans with them, or you're going to get them this or buy them this or take them here. Never promise women anything. You understand? Nothing. So what you got to also understand is that when I say never promise women anything, it's not just you promising women based on what you're saying. It's also your actions can promise a woman something without you realizing it. You understand? So when I say never promise women anything, all you need to do when you're dealing with women is do the thing that you're going to do in the moment, and that's it. So if I tell a girl, hey, let's meet up for drinks Friday, 8:00, she says, cool. We go get these drinks. We're having the drinks. We talking, we flirting, right? We end up kissing and all that other shit. I take her back to the crib. We hook up, right? And then I send her on her way home. Now, what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to, on the date, say, hey, I had such a really good time and, I would love to take you out probably in the next few weeks to this event because there's this thing happening at the end of July that I think will be really cool. We should go together. I think you'd have a lot of fun. No, right? We're only doing what we're doing now, right? So what happens is that if I want to see her again, all I do is hit her up and say, hey, come through to the crib. and let's get it going. So she comes through to the crib, we have sex, and then she leaves again. So within that particular situation, I'm not promising her anything. Then, let's say she hits me up. I say, hey, what's up? Let's get together again next week. She comes through, we have sex, she goes on her way. Right? So you're not promising a woman anything. All you're doing is having moments in these situations with her. That's it. You understand? So now what happens is that as you're doing what you're doing, right? All she's experiencing is what's happening when you guys get together. She's experiencing those moments. There's nothing else going on, but she's coming over and she's having sex. She's coming over and she's having sex. She's coming over and she's having sex, right? And this is why I tell you guys to make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com and get master the vetting process. You feel what I'm saying? Get master the vetting process because that's why it's set up that way. Right? So she comes over, you have sex. She comes over, you have sex. She comes over, you have sex. That's all that's happening. You're not promising her anything. You're not talking about anything else. Right? Now, what's also not happening is that you're not doing anything else besides that, right? Because if she comes over, we have sex, and then we watch a Netflix movie. She comes over, we have sex, and then we cuddle. She comes over, we have sex, we get in the shower and we're showering together. She comes over, we have sex and we're eating, right? So what happens is that my actions are promising her that this is more than sex and that it can be more than just us being in this, friends with benefits, which you should never have a friends with benefits, but this friends with benefits situationship thing. There's more that's going to happen. My actions are promising her that. Right? See, when I tell her to come over, she has sex, she leaves, come over, have sex, she leaves, come over, have sex, she leaves. My actions are not promising her anything but dick. All she's getting is dick. This is all that's happening the entire time. Right? But my actions are showing her this is what it is. So now, the reason why this doesn't cause any drama is because she's being consistent with what is. You understand? She's being consistent with what's happening, right? I didn't tell her about other extra things that could be happening or for her to look forward to anything more that's happening, than what's happening now. You see what I'm saying? So then what happens is that there's no drama because I'm not giving her any room to expect anything else but what's going on. Right now, let's say I like this chick. I think she's cool. And, I'm vetting her. And then later on down the line, we I end up like taking her out on a date. Right. Because she's been consistent with the fucking and so forth and so on. Right. So I add that as something that I'm doing at this point, but I'm never promising her it. You understand? So when she's at my house and we fucking, I'm not saying, hey girl, I was thinking in the next week or two, we could go and get some dinner. No, I'm not promising her shit. Now, if we've been fucking for the past 3-4 months and I say, hey, listen, when you come over tonight, we gonna fuck and then we gonna go get something to eat. Right? Then that's cool because I'm talking about what we're just going to be doing today. But I'm not promising her that previously. I'm not saying, hey, girl, the next few times when you come over, we're going to do this and this is going to happen and that's going to happen. No, there's no promises. So you got to make sure that you're not promising the woman anything. You're just telling her what's supposed to happen on the next time y'all meet each other. That's it. You're not going all the way in the future. You're not doing extra things. You're just making plans for what's supposed to happen now. That's it. That's it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's number one. Number one is when you don't promise women anything, right? You're not going to have any drama. You see what I'm saying? You are not going to have any drama. And guys, if you have a question, put a Q in the chat. And we'll get to your questions at the end. If you want to call in. The call-in number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. All right. So now, second thing. Second way to date an insane amount of women and have zero drama. And we talk about this all the time, but let me just elaborate a little more. Is only deal with women who follow your lead and cut off uncooperative women immediately. Only deal with women who follow your lead and cut women who are uncooperative off immediately. You understand? So the way to avoid this drama is because a lot of times guys, what they do is that because the girl's a baddie, she's hot. Oh, well, let me, even though she's being disrespectful, let me keep talking to her. Even though she's acting like a bitch, let me give her another chance. Even though she's giving me shit, oh, that's just a shit test I have to pass, right? So what happens is that when you see that the woman is on some bullshit, right? What you want to do is you want to cut that off immediately. And see, this is the key, right? This will show you that this is going to be some nonsense because check this out. When you first meet women, that is the time when if they're attracted to you and they're interested in you and they have that high interest in you, that is the time where they are like on their super best behavior, right? Like these chicks seem damn near perfect the way that they're coming at you and interacting with you, right? So what happens is that if you're dealing with a woman and let's say this is like the first time you guys are like out getting a drink or some shit, or you just randomly met a chick at a bar or a club or an event or whatever, and you're talking to her. And at that point, she's showing uncooperative behavior. At that point, she's not following your lead. You need to cut that off immediately. Because when you cut it off there, you are saving yourself from future drama. Right. And also because she is acting that way now, that shows that she doesn't have high interest. Why? Because it's the beginning of the interaction between you and her. And she should be on her best behavior because it's the fucking beginning. It's not like, you've been chilling with a chick and she's been on point, for 8-9 months. And then she just happened to have a bad day. You caught her on a bad day and she's just kind of in the mood. You understand what I'm saying? That's one thing. But you just met the girl an hour ago and she's already giving you friction. You got to cut that off. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how hot she is. Cut her the fuck off. You understand? Like I remember I was on a date with this chick and, she was a bad, like she looked good. You understand what I'm saying? And so we talking and we flirting a little bit, but what I noticed was that halfway through the date, like at first everything was cool. Then halfway during the date, she started to be a little uncooperative, a little difficult. You understand what I'm saying? It's a little bit difficult. And so what happened is I said to myself, fuck, now I can't see this woman again. Right? Because I was we're flirting a little bit or whatever. And I was going to invite her back to the crib. But then when I saw that she was being uncooperative, I said, nah, I can't even do it. I can't even do it. Right? And so when I peeped that, I said, okay, this needs to end now. Because I could see her bringing some drama later. And because I don't want any drama, I got to end it now. But see, you can't do this if you're thirsty. This is why it's important for you to have game. This is why it's important for you guys to go out there and interact with multiple women so you're not thirsty. Because if you're thirsty, what you're going to do is you're going to bypass all the bullshit that you need to be paying attention to that will show you that you got to get rid of this woman. You're going to keep her around and then you're going to complain, bitch, and moan later that this woman's being dramatic and it's a bunch of bullshit going on and, it's frustrating and she's fucking up your situation. And that's your fault for being thirsty. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of guys have this drama is because they're thirsty and they don't have any game. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's a recipe for disaster. Because part of what makes a woman uncooperative and be on some bullshit, you understand what I'm saying, is because she's not highly sexually attracted to you. She's not really into you like that. So if she's not really into you like that, it's inevitable that drama is going to happen because you're going to want her to do something that she don't want to do, which is going to cause friction. Shout out to K-Zag, and he said, game can't begin with without cooperative mojo. I think you have a misunderstanding as to what game is. Well, yeah, that's the thing. A lot of these dudes, you understand what I'm saying? When they are out there, you know, like dealing with women, right? They are in some shit where they think it's normal and cool for a woman to be uncooperative. You understand what I'm saying? Because like I said, any form of resistance beginning is a precursor to further resistance later. That's a fact. And that's why you gotta cut them off. You gotta cut them off so that you are not dealing with the drama that's gonna come later. You see what I'm saying? This is very important. A lot of guys have a hard time with this because the girl's so bad and they're thirsty. Oh, that's a horrible combination. You're thirsty and you think she's hot. That's a horrible combination. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're like, it's, you know, you've already lost. You're about to fuck up. You are about to fuck up because you're going to give her 1,000,001 excuses. You're going to rationalize this in your head as to why you should fuck with this woman. And what I'm telling you is that that's a bad combination. You being thirsty and you thinking she's hot. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why it's important for you not to be thirsty. It's why it's important for you to have game. And this is why it's important for you to cut these women off at the first sign of the disrespect, of the uncooperative behavior, of the bullshit. You got to cut it off immediately. You understand what I'm saying? You got to cut that shit off. Now, let's move on to number 3. So the third thing that you got to do, right, to date an insane amount of women and have zero drama is that you have to test for sexual interest. Or in other words, you have to test women to see if they have high interest in you. Because when a woman doesn't have high interest in you, it's going to be uncooperative behavior. If she has uncooperative behavior, that's going to cause drama. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is this, is that when you are testing women to see if they have sexual interest in you, right? What you're doing is you're testing to see if they're highly interested. You're testing to see if they're going to cooperate, because if they have that high sexual interest, they're going to cooperate. And if they're cooperating, what does that mean? Zero drama. A lot of the drama that you guys encounter when it comes to you dealing with women is because the woman does not have high sexual interest in you. You understand? So when you're on that first date or you randomly meet that girl at the club or whatever, you have to test to see if she has high sexual interest. Because if you find out she doesn't, then there's no reason to fuck with her. You understand what I'm saying? There's no reason. Because you're going to get some drama or you just going to get your time wasted. You understand what I'm saying? And both those situations are not good. But you're definitely going to have some drama, because what's going to happen is that a woman who's not highly sexually interested in you, she's looking to use you for attention. She's looking to use you for your resources. She's looking to use you for just your energy, but she doesn't want to reciprocate anything sexual because she's not sexually interested. But you are sexually interested in her. And so therefore, you're going to try to make sex happen. So what do you think is going to happen when you're trying to make sex happen with a woman who don't want to have sex with you? Drama. You feel what I'm saying? That's what happens. You understand? This is why when you first, on that first date or you first meet women, you have to flirt and build sexual tension. You have to. Because you have to test if she's sexually interested. Because if she's not sexually interested in you, you shouldn't fuck with her. Because fucking with her, knowing or seeing that she's not sexually interested is going to bring drama to the situation. And see, what happens is that when you don't have game, a lot of you may not even notice or recognize she doesn't have high interest in you sexually. Because you think just because she gave you the number, that means she has high interest. You think because she showed up on a date, that means she has high interest. You think just because, she was like, I can't make it, but, she comes through the next time and then y'all go on the date. And you think just because she decided to go on the date now instead of last time that she's interested in you. No, you have to test for a high sexual interest. And you test by flirting and building sexual tension because her response is going to give you everything you need to know. And then you're saving yourself from drama. See, a lot of guys, like, for example, let's say, Shannon Sharp, if he would have just tested that woman to see if she had high sexual interest, he would have found out she didn't, and then he could have moved on to a woman who has high sexual interest. But what happened was that he ended up tricking with this woman because you have to trick if you're dealing with a woman who doesn't have high sexual interest. And then drama happened. You see? So what happened was a lot of drama happened. He lost a lot of fucking money because he decided to deal with a woman who has low sexual interest in him. You understand? Which is why he had to pay. He was tricking. He was doing all that other extra weird shit with this woman. Right? But to guys who don't have game, that shit is normal. And then because it's normal to them, they think that it's okay to continue to deal with this woman. And then when drama happens, they think that the drama is normal. Right? See, a lot of you guys deal with drama or accept drama because you have normalized it. You think it's normal for a woman to act like a bitch, to give you resistance, to be on some bullshit. And the hotter she is, the more normal you think it is. Right? This is why all these PUAs be talking all that nonsense. Talking about, bro, you just got to pass her shit test, bro. She's hot, so she's going to act like this and she's going to act like that. So you got to push through her resistance. See, they've normalized women acting like bitches. Right? They've normalized women being disrespectful. And then all they're doing is allowing drama to happen in their lives. Because they ain't got no game. And guys, if you want to call up, call the numbers 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. We'll get you your questions at the end. And remember, we got one free call right now. So you guys can call up. We got one free call. Try to get the call before Evosa comes in and call because I know how Evosa get down. He's the king of the free call. So if y'all want to get that free call, do it before Evosa comes through. You feel what I'm saying? So that's number 3 is that you got to, is that number 3 or number 4? I think that's number 3. You got to test for sexual interest. You feel what I'm saying? So that's number 3. Now let's move into number 4. Oh, now this is very important. This is very, very important. So now, number 4 is when you know how to date an insane amount of women and have zero drama. Number 4 is don't date women who have nothing to lose. Don't date women who have nothing to lose. You know what's ironic about this? Because, you know, I'll hear the red pill niggas say, don't fuck with single moms. But, you know, single moms have something to lose. You understand what I'm saying? So when I say don't date women who have nothing to lose, this means women who, you know, are bums, low lives. They, you know, or they're just like, you know, in their attitude, they are basically the type of chicks who really got nothing going on. So essentially, they will just be able to bring you down. You understand? Because they're in a situation where they have nothing to lose. Right? So this is why even when it comes to you talking to and interacting with a woman, right? You want to have a conversation with her. Let's say you want to date or something like that, or you first meet a woman or whatever. You want to sort of figure some things out. Like, what do you do? Like, what do you do for a living? Like, what do you do during your day? Like, give me some of this information that you got going on, so I can see that you actually have a life. You understand what I'm saying? And you're not here to ruin my shit because you have nothing to lose, and you're a fucking moron. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you want a chick who got some shit to lose. Like, you know, if a chick is consistent, let's say she go to school, she got a job, she got a fucking puppy, she got a kid, something, she got shit to lose. Right? Those are the women that you want to fuck with, because what happens is that when you deal with a woman who has nothing to lose, right? She's more likely to bring you drama. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly, as if she doesn't care about her credit score and her freedom, I can't fuck with her. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fucking fact. So you want to make sure that the chick actually got something to lose. You understand? You gotta investigate, you know, her lifestyle and, you know, how she goes about things and what she got going on. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you want to fuck with a chick who's busy. So if you talking to a chick and you say, yeah, so what do you do during the week? I don't be doing shit. Nah, can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. You understand? Because she ain't got shit to lose. You understand? So you gotta understand it. Just like, for example, let's say you talk to a girl, and let's say you meet a girl off a dating app or some shit, and you FaceTime the chick, right? You're having this conversation. Tell her to do a 360 around the crib. How does a crib look? How does her house look? You understand what I'm saying? What does she got going on? You know, if she looks like she got a nice place, she got a nice job, you know, she seems like she, you know, got shit going on, that she got shit to do, right? That's the chick that you give an opportunity to. But if you talking to a chick and she ain't got nothing going on, seems like she ain't got no ambition to do nothing, she's not a go-getter, like she's just like, it's like she's just taking up space. And the funny part is that dudes will be okay with that type of chick as long as she's a baddie. They're like, oh, but she's hot though, right? Because you have a lot of hot chicks that ain't got shit to lose. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't got shit to lose. They're not really doing shit. And then you fuck with them, and they bring drama to your life. Because the reason why they bring drama to your life is because since they have nothing to lose, then they're not afraid to bring drama to a situation. Because if shit hit the fan, what the fuck they got to lose? Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And then you're allowing a woman in your life who has nothing to lose, and then she's going to drag you down into the situation. And then you're going to be like, oh, these modern women ain't shit. The red pill was right. Oh, these women are fucked up. You're going to say all that stupid shit. And that's because you was fucking with a chick who ain't had shit to lose. Terrible. Terrible. You understand? So you gotta understand, you gotta be careful with that. Right now, the last one on the list, and this kind of goes with what we just talking about, but this is even more another twist to this, is, you know, when you talk about dating women and having zero drama, right? You got to make sure that you do not date any women who have a poverty mindset. Have a poverty mindset. Right? Women who they have that loser mindset, you know, like they're, or you know, let's say, for example, like a chick who's like real, like hood and you know, they like drama. They got a poverty mindset. They want to bring everyone down in the situation. Everything's a problem. They always want to fight, all of that type of shit. You got to stay away from those women, right? Because if you are dealing with those women, drama will happen. You understand? So like if you're dealing with some hood rat trailer park weirdo, you're asking for it. You understand? You fucking with some drug addict, right? You're asking for it. You understand what I'm saying? Like you gotta steer clear from those women, because those women are drama magnets. You understand what I'm saying? You gotta steer clear from those women. Like, you know, like when you go out and you see like people going into like a ratchet ass club and shit, you shouldn't be in there hollering at those chicks. You understand? You shouldn't be around chicks that want to fight and are super aggressive, you know, extra manly and shit. You need to stay away from those women. That's drama right there. You understand? Women who are negative, everything's a problem. You understand? They want to argue with you, fuss and fight with you. Terrible. Let me see what we got here. 661, what's popping? Who this?
What's popping? This is Jay Mars. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. What's going on, fam? You taking a free call or you donate?
Yeah, I was gonna take the free call real quick. I just
all right, cool. So what's going on with you?
I was gonna say, like, you was talking about like don't date trashy women and like bitches that really ain't shit, basically.
Right.
And I was gonna say, like, even I noticed it'd be like bitches that can have jobs, they look like they're doing things consistent, but their lifestyle after is just nothing. So like you start dating them, you start realizing like, okay, she go to work, but she got nothing else going on. So it's just like it's like she's pretty much boring.
Well,
like,
yeah.
Like I was saying, like it's not. I feel like.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, because the thing is, you gotta look at the entire her whole character. Do you see what I'm saying? And so this is why it's important. This is why it's important to give women instruction. This is why it's important to lead women, because what happens is that women who are on some bullshit, a lot of times they're going to give you that pushback. They're going to give you that attitude, or they're going to make shit difficult because they ain't about shit. And usually what they're looking for a guy who's willing to play in the mud with them. You understand what I'm saying? To basically be on some bullshit with them. You see what I mean?
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So like, I don't know if this is another question, but this is the same topic. Like, are you saying basically like, even I know how Miles says bitches ain't shit, and really I find that out every day. Would you say like even women that look like they have their shit together, they really don't be about shit even on different levels too? Like not just like how trailer park women are different levels of not shit, but like it's higher level of not shit too. Is that true?
Well, let me correct you. So Miles says bitches know they ain't shit. He didn't say bitches ain't shit. He said bitches know they ain't shit. You gotta get it correct. You see what I'm saying? It's two different things. But the thing is that so What you're talking about is surface level stuff. This is why it's important to have game, because a lot of guys will see, like, for example, I've heard dudes say, oh, you know, a woman is high value because she's a nurse and she's making a lot of money, or a woman is like on point because, you know, she got a good, that's not what it's about. You understand what I'm saying? You got to understand how that woman responds to you and then looking at her overall character. Do you see what I'm saying? Because what happens is, and this is why it's important for you to have a masculine identity and for you to lead and for you to have a program and a structure of how you do things. Because when a woman meets you, she has to get with the program. So now what's going to happen is it's going to be difficult for a woman who doesn't have high interest in you, one, to get with the program, but two, it's going to be difficult for a woman to, even if she was attracted to you and she was highly interested, what you're going to still see is her overall character. You're going to see how she's moving and shaking if you know how to talk about the right things to get that information out of her. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why it's important, because the information you need is, you have to know whatever information you need that information to assess whether or not this is the chick you should even be allowing around you, so that you can eliminate the drama. Do you see what I'm saying?
Okay, I see it. Yeah, exactly. And that's why you always say you have to vet, because what I realize is if you're not vetting, you'll allow this woman into your life quickly, and then you realize some characteristics that pretty much
exactly. Exactly. That's a fact. That's real shit. I'm telling you. So that's why you got to. That's why you got to be careful, because this is the thing. You know, allowing a particular woman into your life who's gonna bring drama could ruin your entire life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, this one random chick can ruin your entire life. You see what I'm saying? This is why it's that important. So you got to make sure that you're not so caught up in a woman having a nice booty and, looking a certain way, because she could actually fuck your whole shit up. And this is what I'm saying, where and that happens because you allowed her in the situation because you thought she had a fat ass or some nice titties or she was cute. And then all the while you knew based on her behavior that she wasn't about shit. Do you see what I'm saying?
Exactly. And it's like you have to be able to accept reality fast, or else you're gonna get yourself into a trap trying to change it.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's a fact. So that's why the game is important, because you want to make sure that you're staying away from those situations and have the discipline to let a woman go once you see that she ain't about what she need to be about to be there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I see 100% why y'all talk about is really about self-discipline and mastery of yourself.
Exactly.
Because if you don't know to master yourself, you're gonna be doing dumb shit overall, and it just builds up more and more.
Right. Exactly. That is a fact.
Okay. Right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate the call, fam. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, you gotta look out for a lot of these things, man, because what happens is that, you don't want to be in a situation where, you're caught up, because there's a lot of things you got to look out for. Right? I might have to do a whole Bad Boy membership join on that. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of things you gotta look out for, because think about it this way. Let's say you meet a chick and then, because you don't have game, this is what a lot of guys will do. This chick's a baddie to them. The chick's like, hey, yeah, you come over. And this fool goes over her crib. But the reason why she's telling him to come over is because she wants to make her ex-man jealous, or the guy that she's trying to deal with jealous, right? So then you go over her crib, and then for whatever reason, the guy is around or in the neighborhood, or he sees you going inside the house or whatever, and now it's a problem. You see what I'm saying? So it's little shit like that where you were thirsty and you thought this bad chick wanted to smash, but the whole time she was using you to get this other guy jealous. That's why you're not supposed to follow women. You see what I'm saying? And then what happens is that you would have noticed these things beforehand if you had a game, because you'd be like, wait a second, this girl told me to come to her crib. Listen, I don't follow women. Fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So you see how the game saves you from doing bullshit? Because if you just understood, I'm not following any woman under any circumstances, that's going to save you from a lot of bullshit. If you say I'm only dealing with women on my terms, that's going to save you from a lot of bullshit. If you say, hey, listen, a chick has to be about this, and that before I give her dick, it's going to save you from a lot of bullshit. You see what I'm saying? So what guys who don't have game, what they do is they try to find ways to get in with women even when the woman is showing them resistance, because they think that's what having game is. Let me, give me some tactics to push through her resistance so I can sleep with her. That's what niggas think game is. They're like, give me a trick, give me a gimmick, give me a pickup line so that I can get through to this difficult woman so I can sleep with her. And they think that if they get to the point where they can sleep with her, then they have good game. Oh, look how good my game was. I got this girl who is being difficult and who don't like me to fuck me. You see what I'm saying? Like, dudes is insane. And then all that does is that brings drama to your life. You understand what I'm saying? Brings drama to your life. But see, guys, they're not thinking steps ahead, right? Because when you're thirsty, it's hard to think straight. This is why you're not supposed to be thirsty. But guys, call up. Calling number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. He said, Locario, is that mauve? What's mauve? I don't even know what that is. What is that? You gotta elaborate. I don't know what that is. It says, what do you do when a woman browbeats / manipulates her way into objections, kind of like giving drama because I was direct? What? So wait, hold on. You said when a woman browbeats and manipulates her way into objections, what does that even mean? And you saying that she was kind of giving drama because you was indirect? If she's giving drama, or you talking about the color? Is that, yeah, I don't know. Listen, I don't know nothing about color and fabrics and all that. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I have no idea. What, I just thought it was pink. I don't know what it is. She said mauve is a color close to pink. Yeah, I have no idea. So I'm not good with all that stuff. But the thing is that if a woman's giving you drama because you were direct, then that means she's not into you. The fact that he's saying she's giving you drama, she got to get cut off. Listen, you want to get to a point where there's zero drama. You want zero. None. You said somebody asked Jay-Z, was he wearing pink? He said, no, it was mauve. Okay. Exactly. Saying you learn something new every day. That's fact. Crazy. Let me see. What's these other questions? You said, what if I bring a girl over and we hook up? She asks about a toy and I tell her why I have it. Would that be promising her anything in the future? Are you talking about it like a sex toy? So you're saying that if you hook up and then she asks about a sex toy you have and you tell her that you have it, would that be promising her anything in the future? No. Promising a woman something in the future is you basically making plans. You understand what I'm saying? About something later on. Any type of plans that indicate that you want something more to happen than what's happening now. Because understand this, when you fuck with a chick, right? When you guys are dealing with women, every time you see her, especially when you first start fucking with chicks and all that other stuff, she's not your girlfriend, she's not your wife, you're not in a long-term relationship, whatever it is like that. Every time you see a woman, the woman should think or feel like or have the assumption that this could be the last time she ever sees you. You understand? I'll say it again. When you're dealing with women, she should feel like, think, have the assumption that this is the last time she will ever see you. So if you hit her up again, it should almost seem like a surprise, like, oh shit, word again. Okay, I'm fucking with this. This is great. I'm so excited that I get the opportunity to see you again. But see, what happens is that when you guys are making promises to women, what you're essentially doing is that you're getting her to think that she could potentially be your next girlfriend, wife, or whatever it is like that if she's thinking in that way. You want to eliminate that thinking. You want her to think this is the last time I might ever see this motherfucker. And you have her thinking that through your words and actions. So if she comes over, we have sex, and then I send her on her way, and that's all we did, right? She's thinking, oh, I guess this is it. And then if she hears from you, let's say a week later or 2 weeks later, and you're like, hey, what's up? Yeah, come through again. Let's make it happen. So she's excited, like, oh, because I didn't even know I was going to hear from you. That's what she's thinking. I thought this was a one and done. Oh, he wants to see me again? Amazing. You see what I'm saying? But if you guys are in the bed cuddling, talking about, future shit that you guys are going to do, and it's crazy. 312 is popping. Who this?
This is Brandon. I sent it to Miles in the game on Cash App.
All right. So what's going on?
Just real quick, I don't really have a question or story. I just want to add to what you were saying about when you approaching these females and they have like low quality, with the females that showing they can be a problem, right? Mm-hmm. But what about like online? When dudes be online, when they be swiping, I know for myself that that I get females be trying to send me messages and everything like that, and I look at them, and then you gotta like kind of be careful. Guys got to be careful because you're gonna have females that trying to hit you up, whatever, and giving their number to them, and you're gonna be like, then when you call them, oh, they not hitting you up. You don't even supposed to give them their number. I mean, she don't even supposed to have your number. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to give your number. You know what I'm saying? Then you got other. You gotta look at profiles where females be selling ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that definitely.
I know you run across females that be swiping and you match with them and they be selling, cheeks and everything. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they you know how you know this because they be in the hotel. Mm-hmm. their profiles be in the hotel and they be trying to. I think Miles had said it like he gave like red flags, whatever, on what to look for. And when they kind of have that agenda saying, hey, daddy, because I got that, or hey, love, they be sending me all that, these type of messages, and I just don't reply. And I think guys need to be kind of careful. I'm just saying, because, some females out here kind of finessing. That's all I got to say.
Oh, yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk, man. Well, I appreciate the call, fam. All right,
man.
Yes, sir. Now that's real shit because these chicks they be out here selling booty. They be out here trying to get niggas to send them cash apps and all that other goofy shit. They trying to get you to send them money. I'm telling you, these chicks is wild out here. That's why again, game saves lives, people. Game saves lives. I'm telling y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So it's important for y'all to understand what's popping on out here in these streets. It says, how long will the casual thing last till she starts tempting you to take her on a date? Well, it doesn't matter about her trying to tempt you because you can't see even your wording. A woman shouldn't be able to tempt you to do anything, right? You should do things based on your protocol. And this is why I tell you guys to check out Master the Vetting Process. Because I talk about how to keep it casual until you do other things if you want a long-term situation. So I bring it all the way down to here, the best practices to do it. You feel what I'm saying? So I break it down in that particular situation. So this says, can you take it as far as you not promising yourself that you will continue to breathe air even if even that isn't guaranteed. What? What are you talking about, Jimmy? What are you talking about? What are you talking about, fam? Y'all be going on the deep end sometimes to the shit. I says, what does it mean when you don't find cooperation, even when you're approaching 25 plus women a day? Well, then that means that you need to get some coaching, because if you're approaching 25 women and not one woman even has a conversation with you, you understand, acknowledges you or goes along with what you're saying and trying to do in that moment, then you need to get some coaching. That means that you're definitely doing something wrong to where you're getting all these women just in a row, just not having any type of cooperation with you. Because this is the thing, if you go up to a woman and you say, hey, what's up? How's your day? And she says, oh, hi, my day is going great. How's yours? That's cooperation. You see what I'm saying? So if you can't even get that, I don't know. You gotta get some coaching, fam. It's crazy. Hold on, where are we at? So could you explain the difference on how to draw the line between someone who has nothing to lose up against someone who has anchors that tie them down too strong? Well, what does that mean? What does that mean? You gotta elaborate on. I don't understand what you mean by anchors that tie them down too strong. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Does anybody in the chat know what he's talking about? Like, he said the list of women you can really deal with is getting quite short. What are you talking about? I don't even. Is that even a question? He said the list of women you can really deal with is getting quite short. What does that mean? Bro, there's how many billions of women in the world? What are you talking about? Y'all just saying some weird shit. This is why I need y'all to call in, because I don't understand what does anybody know what this means? The list of women you can really deal with is getting quite short. What does that mean? What is he talking about? I have no idea what this guy's talking about. I would suggest that you call in. That's crazy. Says, how do you control your stink face of irritation vibe when you realize the shorty is showing low interest or your high interest joint begin to display low interest behavior? What? Yo, y'all are killing. Listen, call in. Because the way you guys are asking questions or saying, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, what are y'all saying? Like, what are y'all talking about? That's crazy. You were saying you meant they are flooded with too many obligations and responsibilities that they have no time to give. But Jimmy, what does that have to do with a person who has nothing to lose? I don't understand. How does that correlate? So you're saying, how does a person who have nothing to lose correlate with a person who has too many obligations and responsibilities? That doesn't even make any sense. I need y'all to call up. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't understand what you're talking about. Let me see who's that. Says, should I promise myself not to eat anything for a few months? Some of these questions are hilarious. I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, what do y'all just be talking about? I swear. I'm like, what are y'all saying? You said Space is probably talking about that the list of women to deal with was getting short just because of this zero drama and standards. No, this is the thing. You're never going to run out of women. There's there's more than enough women for you to deal with that you would be, guys, the amount of women that you could fuck with, you can't even fuck with. It's just too many. It's just too many. The problem is that you guys aren't out there doing anything to realize that there's too many. Listen, when I used to set up days where I would see like 3 girls in one day. You understand what I'm saying? Just to try to fit all of them in because it was too many. This is when I remember when I was in my mid-20s and I had some more time on my hands. I was setting up 3 dates, like 3 dates in one day, and then one other chick to smash later that night. It was just too many. There was times where I had to set dates 2 weeks out because the 2 weeks were booked. You understand what I'm saying? It's so many women. It's ridiculous. Now, see what happens is when your game gets tighter, you start eliminating more women, but there's still so many women. And so what happens is that even when you start eliminating women, there's still so many women who are on point in order for you to like even want to deal with them in the first place. There's so many women, bro. This is why I tell you guys, even look, even if you guys went to shoplocario.com and got the online dating consultation, even if you would, like, let's say you guys were not out going to bars, clubs, events, out in the street, talking to women, even if you were just to say, you know what, I'm gonna do some online dating for the next 2 or 3 months. It's so many women just on online dating. You understand what I'm saying? It's so many women. Now imagine you're doing all of it. You got the online dating shit. You go to a fucking coffee shop. You go to a bar. You go to the mall. You fucking, go to a party. You go to an event. They're just everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? They are everywhere. It says, what if there's married women who are into you? Should you go for it? Do you believe it is wrong or what? There's more women in relationships / married than single women available. That's not true. That is not true. Sorry, Dasher, it's not true. But you should not be going after married women. Like I've told y'all before, I used to do that shit. Don't do that shit. Because it could get dangerous. That's all I'm saying. It can get dangerous. It says the best to cut women off when you find new levels, you want to take your game and start fresh. Or is it best to implement your new style and put the current women on game to the new program? Mojo, you're saying a whole lot of craziness. Listen, it's really this simple. You have game, and when you have game, you have a program. And so any woman you're dealing with is under that structure, right? So you're saying when you find new levels and all this other stuff, but what you're not understanding is that you have game or you don't. When you have game, right? It's not like you're like, oh, well, I'm on the first level of the game and I'm on the second level of the game and on the third level of the game. What happened is that when you have game, is you have a certain mindset, which means you're tapping into all of these levels that you think you're talking about. You feel what I'm saying? Mojo, you got to call up, man, because you're like, you sound like you're super confused. Says, does having a good reputation contribute to your social proof? Oh man, you guys, y'all, you sound like you're a little too much into the PUA shit. You understand? Like, you got to get off this social proof shit. Social proof don't mean nothing. Because what happens is that when you are interacting with a woman one-on-one, you understand what I'm saying? And she gets to experience you, right? None of that social proof shit don't matter. Because if a chick is, let's say she thinks you're cool because you got this social proof, then you holler at her and trying to make something happen, but you ain't got no game, she gonna be like, this dude is whack. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is whack. I don't want to fuck with this guy. I thought he was cool. because of all this social proof. But then I'll realize he's whack. That's crazy. So you guys got to listen. None of those things are going to help you. I want y'all to understand. There's no amount of money, there's no amount of clout, status, no amount of social proof is going to help you out here in this game. I'm telling you. Because at the end of the day, right, the woman is going to experience who you are. And if who you are is a phony, if who you are is a guy who doesn't believe in himself, is who you are is a guy who is trying to fake and front and pretend, you understand? It's not going to be great for you. That's all I'm saying. It's not going to be good for you, man. But yeah, so guys, if you want to call up, we're going to do another like 5 minutes. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat so we can make that happen. And make sure you guys tune in tomorrow because we're going to do the Real Game No Theory show. So make sure you tune in tomorrow for that because that's going to be fire. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure you get that cracking. What else? Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com, get your online dating consultations ASAP. I'm telling y'all, if y'all are not on the online dating consultations, you are missing out. You said, are you doing free consultations? No, not at all. You gotta go to mrlocario.com, set up a 30-minute game session, or get the monthly coaching. You feel what I'm saying? And if you want the online dating game consultation, go to shoplocario.com and myself and April will hook you up with the information. I'm telling y'all. You'll hook you up with that information. Man. All right, hold on, let me see. But yeah, so make sure you got, April put that in the link. The link is in the chat for a 30-minute game session. Click that link and, set up your game session to get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Or go to mrlocario.com. You said, so there's no way to interact for free? No, Dasher, the game is to be sold, not told. You get a free live stream down there every day. What more free do you want? Like what? Like Dasher, what more free do you want? You understand what I'm saying? Like, y'all see, dudes don't understand. Y'all get free shit every day. Every day. What more free do y'all want? You understand? See, and you guys got to understand something. The game is to be sold because the thing is that you have to invest in order for you to get. It's really that simple. You understand? Ain't nothing free. Because even for you watching this free show, you still had to pay with your attention, right? So ain't nothing free. You see what I mean? You still had to pay with your time. So that's what you got to understand. Like, in order for you to get something, you have to give something. It's impossible for you to get something without you giving something. Impossible. So, you got to understand that, man. You got to understand it. So make sure you guys, if you want to get some coaching, go to mrlocario.com, set up a game session, or if you want to get the online dating coaching, go to shoplocario.com and get that cracking. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. We about to wrap this shit up. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show. And I will holler at you guys later. And remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going out.
Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below. Get the new audio program, What Men Wish They Knew About Women. Hidden gems about dating you don't know, but should, by Mr. Locario and April MC. Go to shoplocario.com right now to get your copy today.
And then, I had my consultation with April and Locario this past Saturday, which
nice.
And it was funny because I already had dates lined up before the consultation, and then after, it just like within day, like it's just like I haven't even gotten like the new photos they suggested me to get yet, but just like all the game they gave me in that I implemented, it's just like skyrocketed within a day. So it's like
how many matches did you go to?
I went from getting like, I want to say like max 4 matches a day to like 10
a day. Shit.
10 a day. Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so like I'm booked 4 weeks out date wise right now.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we know that there could be flakes and shit, but they're getting replaced as time goes on. So
that's it. Yeah.
So, everyone needs to get that shit. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Like don't.
It's like a mini coaching session.
I'm trying to tell, bro. It was so April, bro. Like that is the most gamed up chick alive. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. like I'm like, how do you know me this well? Like it's just wild, man. So shout out to them, man.
Yo, shout out to April and Locario, man. Facts, man.
Step up your game and go to shoplocario.com. That is the place where you can get my books, audio and video programs in one place. All you got to do is type in shoplocario.com and step up your game today. Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today.
Because Locario, in my opinion, is the best dating coach on YouTube or whatever the fuck. Everything he says, ambulance. Everything he says, I have nothing against him. I have no contradiction. Everything he says, I say, yeah, it's this guy, it's on point, you know. This guy is good. This guy is how he's supposed to be.
Shit's crazy cause I look at you different. You were saying I did shit that I didn't. Trying to keep it going, you kept resisting. So I kept it moving, I kept my distance. Kept it real, you said that I kept insisting. So listen. There's a thin line between pain and pleasure. They came the stressor, I came to stretch my aims together to drain all these lanes for cheddar. Can't name a fella whose game is better. My reign is terror, you reign never. You only see rain and rainy weather. Complain forever, you blame Stacey, Jane and Heather. You claim you let her be free, that's insane. You telling you like me, we're not the same. You fed her, I say forget her. Even though I love everything about her, if she try me, then I will live without her. I will drop her within less than an hour. Just cause the tone of her voice is getting louder. Damn. You the type of guy that will never doubt her. Get him. If she left you, you would cry in the shower. Get him. You would never leave her cause you're a coward.
You have no power. These niggas out here is whacking and whack. They cracking they back. To smash is a fact. They having a chat while grabbing their sack. They laughing with brats. They stacking their stacks. While asking for cat, they have to relax. My heart's cold and it's blacker than black. Been that nigga since Punnin' Joe was packing the Mac and back of the act. She only fucking with you after the fact. She talking about me when she gets up at night saying that she's having a snack. I could do what I do cause I'm me. I am him cause I remind me. Told her keep up when she's behind me. She'll find the truth when she finds me. But if shorty start acting crimey, bitchin' moaning and acting whiny, being disrespectful and try me, you're gone.